Hey, this is Mark at the Practical Still. We're going to open up another bottle while we're here at Boulder Spirits. As you know, I'm normally not at Boulder Spirits. I am with Ryan Nagley today, the global, I can't even remember what we decided your new title.
Oh, that's okay.
Global maven of whiskey produced here in Boulder, Colorado. How about that?
I like that.
Maven?
I like that.
Maven.
That's even shorter than the last one, too.
It is. Well, I'm getting better at it as we do it. So we were just here drinking some bourbon, and you pulled this bottle out and said, no, we got to try this.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of you guys' single malt, particularly the sherry stuff.
Yeah.
I'm excited to try this. Give us a little rundown on what we're drinking here.
Yeah, so this was something exciting. This is our special release just prior to the cask strength bourbon. This means a lot to us because it was kind of got us our way into Canada, into BC up in Canada. So while this is incredibly limited here in the state, it's a distillery only. We've got, right now probably about 180 bottles left. Canada got to have the majority, about 650 bottles. So that gets us a little more inundated in our Canadian market and got us into BC, which is a big deal for us to be able to get in that. That's like a control state of markets. So that was really good. But the whiskey itself, it's incredible. We're so happy with it.
But it has a name, the Trailhead?
Yeah, the Trailhead.
That a fun name with a backstory?
Yeah, the Trailhead for us is... all distilleries are trying to find their way a little bit and trying to find what their future is going to be. And for us, we've got on our back wall here at the distillery, 15 different whiskeys available, but the general market's not going to go out and, be able to select any 15 whiskey. That's
Right.
a lot of shelf space, right? So what we're trying to do over the last few years is find out where our whiskey's going and what the best direction for it. And so when it comes time for special releases and finished barrels and all that kind of stuff, let's start, being more forthright about a plan, the next year and year forth. So last year when we got these sherry barrels, we knew that we were going to do a special release, but we thought we were going to do a kind of a get two little 375s of one peated, one unpeated.
Yep.
Literally just married those together in a bigger bottle, and that's what we ended up getting. But this is a PX.
Break down what we're drinking.
Yeah, this is a PX sherry. There's 2 PX casks that make up this whiskey. That's why it's such a small batch. But 2 PX sherry casks that make up this whiskey. One was filled with 4-year-old American single malt. One was filled with 4-year-old peated American single malt. All those whiskeys were respectively aged in 100%, virgin oak, level 3 char barrels. It's our straight single malt whiskey. And then put in the PX barrels again separately. Kept the unpeated and peated separate. And then after that maturation time, and we just kind of had that one day, well, let's just put them together, see how it goes. This is kind of fun. We tasted them amongst all the crew here, and the consensus was just absolutely, we have to release this.
52.5%.
Yeah, 52.5. We were actually going to release it at 116 at one point, but we put a little, we just kept it, proofing it down like we were talking about, with the cask strength bourbon. Sometimes it just tastes better at a certain proof, and for us, 105 was just kind of a real magical point. But just nutty and
spicy
rich
and nutty.
and all of the things. And I think that's what we're so excited about is how many flavor tones, kind of make up this cool palate.
And the sherry's not overbearing on the nose.
No. There's so much, again,
peat.
and you see, right? Every sip
But
is
the peat,
a fun new...
You got to sit on it for just a moment. The peat doesn't hit you at first, and then it just drifts in. That is lovely.
Yeah, so this is great. So in regards to what the Trailhead is, for us, this is the beginning of our kind of special release series. This is, for us, everything moving forward will kind of be, everything's based off of our American single malt for sure, as far as our special releases go. But this is kind of us. This is the beginning of our path. We are at the Trailhead. This is ours. And moving forward, all of our special releases will have some sort of outdoors or Colorado kind of a theme, because our whiskey doesn't taste like this unless it's made here, right? And everything that this place that Colorado offers, it puts flavor on our whiskey.
Yeah, there's a terroir to the whiskey, just like there is wine. It's a little different because you're distilling it, but there's definitely some uniqueness that comes in because of where and the how and the processes. This is delicious. I'm a gigantic peated whiskey fan, but the way that because when it hits the palate, it's a little peppery. It's got some, I don't know, lemony
Yeah.
something to it.
We always have a bit of a citrus quality about our whiskeys.
And it
It's our
sits
yeast.
there, and then that peat just kind of drifts in as it washes over your tongue. That is just beautiful. I'll tell you this too. I believe you're either genetically wired to like peat or not. I don't know.
Yeah,
if it's
yeah.
an
So that
acquired thing,
cilantro thing, right?
but I do believe that if you're trying to introduce somebody to a quality peated whiskey and you don't want to Lafroig them or Ardbeg them,
Yeah.
holy smoke, that would be a beautiful place to start.
And I think another solid point there, and what we try to use with peat and our peated malt whiskey is not ever be that. We want to tell people that peat is just a piece of whiskey. It's just a flavor. We as Americans, we know we want, the big fats and we want the big sweets. And when it comes to Scotch whiskey, we want the big peat. And so that's what it is, right? For the last however many years you've been drinking whiskey, somebody's just trying to say, ha, 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 chuckle, 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 try this. When in reality, peat's a beautiful flavor that can add all kinds of fruit elements and add up.
And that is very true. It is fruity. The peppery note I love to death.
Yeah.
And it's almost, at that proof at 105, there's no ethanol in the nose. It drinks 90 proof. It is just delicious.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
This is fun. I'm glad we hung around and did this. If you can get Boulder Spirits in your area, you got to do it. I did this last time, but I'm such a huge fan of the Adventure Pack.
Oh, yep.
If you get a chance at this Adventure Pack, this is 6 different whiskeys that take you through some bourbon and some single malt expressions. Don't pass that up. That's just fun. There's a map in there that walks you through the piece, and you and Alistair did a heck of a video.
Yeah, a little QR code on a little tasting sheet that we put in these kits. And so me and the owner of the company, we actually run through all 6 whiskeys, just spend a few minutes giving the nerdy little details and our tasting notes and just kind of something to throw on the background while we're enjoying some whiskey.
And I know what you're thinking. Why would you want information from the owner of a distillery and the person involved in creating the whiskey when you can listen to some bonehead that doesn't actually know? But it turns out it's actually very helpful, and I highly encourage it. This has been fun. You said you got 180 bottles left. I believe you're going to have 179 left in just a minute. Ryan, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Cheers.
Cheers, y'all.